What's up, guys?
Hello, everybody. Once again, thank you for joining us in another adventure of Beach Cat Cinema Corner. That's right. Yes, indeed. Welcome back, man. Welcome back, dude. I tell you.
I know I missed the last couple episodes, guys. I'm sorry. Just life's been crazy.
Yeah. We got to do what we got to do on things like that and stuff, and what's really important for us also. But once again, we're glad to have you back.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
So, guys, we have another good discussion on a particular. This one's a series.
Yep.
And basically, what we're going to be talking about is the Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power.
Yeah. Season 2.
Season 2.
Yeah, I was actually checking our YouTube, man. We did the season 1 7 months ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just say that I know if many of you might not liked it, or I mean, which is fine, which is great. Mm-hmm. I got to say that I actually enjoyed season 2 more than I enjoyed season 1. Yeah. And the reason behind for me is that I like it was more cinematographic. I mean, it was like just like the movies that, from all the we see in the theaters. Yeah. And wow, and the story and it has gotten a lot better, in my opinion. But even the characters have gotten stronger.
Right.
I think a lot more likable. And
and I think too, it's the whenever there's a show where people don't like something and the show pushes through, it's the same thing. For example, like when a new player joins a sports team and everyone hates that player, and so you keep showing up and everyone warms up to it. And I keep telling people in social media comments like Facebook and Instagram, by season 3, I promise you guys that hate this show are going to love it. And the thing is that I think that we talked about this in season 1. I love reading people's negative reviews on things. And the big thing that I believe, besides the changes from the actual storyline of Lord of the Rings, because I mean, even the movies had some different changes in the books, but
That's true.
Obviously, the big issue that everyone talks about is like, oh, there's black dwarves and black elves and stuff like that. But the thing is that the quality, you guys cannot knock the quality of the ability of acting of these characters. Like, they're amazing. Disa is one of my favorite characters on the show.
She is awesome.
She is,
she is so cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with her voice, like she can just sing and sum up like all the.
They're all from the theater. I mean, when you're having fantasy stuff like that, I mean, you do have actors that are, born from the television world, but a lot of them have theatrical training. Theatrical training.
Yeah.
And I think that it's the fact that the show is continuing on. I mean, Sauron was such a lovable character. Galadriel, I know a lot of us can't stand the fact that she's not 6 or 7 feet tall, or she seems very weak, but we get to see her. We get to see part of her origins, because I mean, this is I think is it 1,000 or 3,000 years before the because Sauron is just starting. He's starting as Anatar. I think it's 1,000 years before Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah.
We get to see Gandalf, who was just sent down as a Maya, getting into the lore of this stuff, and I think that evil wizard that with the black in his beard, I think that's Saruman, and I think that's Saruman in one of his different forms when he first came down,
right?
Because Saruman was also a Maiar as well, who was a servant under Aule, which was the Valor. So you have the way man, I love this shit.
You can tell me how much we love it, right?
So you have Iluvatar, right? So we talked about this in the first one, but we'll brush it again. So Eru Iluvatar is God. And then you have the Ainur. So the Ainur are the different types. There's 2 categories of gods, technically. You have the upper and then the lower, right? So the upper are the Valor, which you have... Morgoth would be one, for example. Aule would be another, for example. And then you have the Maiar, which are like the helpers and assistants. So Sauron, Saruman were also... Myers to this Aule, who was I believe the god of smithing technically in that world. So and then also all the Balrogs, they're all corrupted Maiar as well. But it's really cool that we get to see even Sauron in his first stages as Anatar, and seeing where this goes, because if you guys know the lore of what's going to happen, because I think the show is planned for 5 seasons to my understanding. Gil-galad, the high king of the Noldor, which he's the last High King elf. If you guys, I don't want to spoil it, but if you guys know the books and everything, you know what happens. So I will say that Gil-galad and Elandir, who is the Númenórean guy that keeps following the queen around, saying that she's the queen and not the guy right now, saying that he's the false king. They're actually the 2 that fight Sauron. And if I remember correctly, if I'm wrong, let me know, guys. But if I remember correctly, I know that Elrond actually was the one that witnessed this fight between all three of them. So the fight that is about to come, guys, is going to be so good. And I think that the show is getting like 55 million views per episode, man. It's crazy.
Yeah,
like
I looked it up. Yeah, I mean, they're really racking up. And I think it's the reason, once again, I think is the reason people were actually impressed with the second season on it. Is how it was just rocking it, man. I think they really came correct this time around. And
I love I love the scene too where Durin's father, like, first of all, like, even the scene where I even like watching the behind the scenes and the talking sessions that actors have with the interviewers and stuff. And one of the things that I do love about this show is that we get to see this sorry guys, I just ate Oreos, so it's probably bothering my allergies, but one of the things that I love that we get to see is we get to see Sauron having emotional feelings. So first of all, like with his relationship with Celebrimbor, as much as we can say that he used Celebrimbor, I believe that Celebrimbor was truly helping him achieve his dream, which is why he felt the way he did about having to kill him.
Right.
He didn't want to have to do it. You know, he might have not wanted to take Celebrimbor's thoughts into consideration or his feelings, but it's like, you know, he's literally trying to help him achieve his dream, and he now has to kill that maker. One of the other reasons they talked about how Sauron's one ring could have even been stronger is if Celebrimbor had have crafted Sauron's one ring, because Sauron is the one that makes his own one ring.
Yes. You know. Yes, that's correct.
But even when he said to Galadriel when he was stabbing her with I believe Morgoth's crown or his sword, and he was telling her, you know, like, I would have put a crown on your head and made the world bow down to you. I'm like, damn, dude, that's like something I got to tell someone on my next date.
Yeah.
But as much as this relationship may have never happened in the books, the fact that we got to see such a human side of Sauron makes him so much more relatable to us as a person, and it draws us in as an audience to want more from these characters.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. And I mean, I don't know if many of you guys have read the book, and like Garrett was saying, that I mean, there's just so much, you know, to deal with, especially these characters, you know, and so on, and how it's amazing, like and like again, you know, how you're saying, and how we're sensible, you know, like how he used to be in comparison to the book. But I mean, this is the way of how actors, I mean, and probably the directors too, and how they want to make the characters a little bit more, I guess, between likable, I guess, in a sense, or just that, you know, kind of not to try to be so boring, you know. But so what would you rate it? What would you rate it?
I'm floating around like a 9, man. I wouldn't perfect it because, again, I feel like there's so much more of this journey left to tell, so I don't want to give anything perfect scores. I think that there's definitely room to just continue to see everybody grow and develop and tell their tales. I mean, I'm super excited to see Doran's tale now that his father's dead. He's got to take charge now.
Right.
If he's going to wear the ring or not, you know, I mean, the Balrog's name that's down there is Doran's Bane, so obviously, you know, what happens between him and Doran, I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Yeah. All right. I have to give it probably about an 8.5 on this on the season 2, because like I said, they once again they stepped up their game.
Yeah.
Somewhat, like I say, quote unquote, did their homework. And the cinematography was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love the cast. I love the characters more. Especially like the Balrogs. I mean, they really still did them justice. To a little bit more feature.
Yeah, even that troll, you know, where they were like, this troll kills his own people or something. And
right.
And Adar, I think, was it Adar that sent the troll out or no? Was it? No.
I think no, it wasn't. I don't think it was Adar. All right, folks. If you guys watched season 2, can you let us know in the comments below who was that?
I forgot.
I want to say Aldar, but I don't think it was. No, it was.
And his death was very sad, you know, because he considered the orcs his own, or Uruk. He considered them his own
children, right?
You know, and it was. I love the conversation. I think in the beginning of season 2, where Adar was talking to Galadriel, and he was saying, I don't remember what her wish was. I think it was to save her people,
right?
And his wish was to have children, and he says that Sauron gave us both exactly what we wanted, you know?
Right.
Yeah. I love that, you know?
Yeah.
Because you kind of look at it from the perspective of, is Sauron wrong? And he's kind of like from...
Right.
And this is the difference between Sauron and Morgoth, which was his master, which was long before. Morgoth wanted to destroy everything because he didn't have the ability to create. He wanted the secret fire, which was what Eru Ilúvatar, the god, used to create things. Because obviously evil can't create, it can corrupt.
Right.
You know, that's where you look at the dragons and the orcs and things like that. Are like, these are all corrupted creatures. But Sauron wants eternal peace through control over everything, and that's just his, you know, where he comes from with his ability to manipulate others.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, well, there you have it. There we got it in a nutshell. Season 2 of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Catch it if you can.
Yeah,
if you
Amazon.
want to. Let us know what you guys think.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But thank you guys once again for listening in. Please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification button.
Yeah, and if you
Listen,
guys have
comments.
any series or shows or movies you want us to review, definitely let us know. DM us. Comment in the below section. Because I mean, we're all taking these into consideration, and we always try to get what people ask for as quick as possible, especially if it's something that's just come out too.
Yeah, we try. I know this series is a little extensive, but the only reason why with Lord of the Rings was that because it was the season 2s were really cinematic.
Yeah.
But I know you guys probably want to engage like with more movies that just come out, you know, in the theaters, which we're trying, you know, to get back into the graces of watching like once they come out, you know, like what it was. Any of upcoming movies, but hang in there with us. We'll get back in the swing of things on that, and yeah. But like Garrett said, yeah, just leave a comment. What do you guys suggest? What we can we'll try to make it the best for you guys. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that does it for me.
Yeah.
Are you good?
Guess we'll see him on the other side.
We'll see him on the other side. On the flip side. Some of you guys who may not understand that. What? Take your headphones off, man. I ain't done yet, man. God darn. All right. Yeah. Hey, guys, thank you for watching. We'll check you out. Catch you guys in the next time. All right. And be good.